ICAB Certificate Level Accounting Suggestion. Chapter 1. Objective of Financial Reporting. Users of financial statements. Elements of financial statements and its recognition and measurement criteria: historical cost, fair value, replacement cost, and present value. Qualitative characteristics of useful information. Underlying assumption. Concept of capital and revenue expenditure and capital and revenue income and its accounting treatment. Book reference, Manual and ACCAF 3, Financial Accounting, Manual Kaplan. Chapter 2. Differences between events and transactions. Book reference, Manual and Accounting Principles, Writer, Wiegand, Kimmel and Kiso, Collect latest edition. Chapter 3. Source documents. Debit note and credit note. GRN. Chapter 4. Trade discount and cash discount. Accounting treatment of trade discount and cash discount. Books of original entry. Use of cash book. Use of petty cash book. Chapter 6. Control accounts. Types of errors: transposition error, error of omission, error of principal, compensating error, error of commission. Bank reconciliation. Why bank reconciliation is required. Required correction of cash book and bank statement. Book reference, Manual and Accounting Principles, Writer, Wiegand, Kimmel and Kiso, Collect latest edition. Chapter 7. Adjusting entries. When adjusting entries are required. Types of adjusting entries and accounting treatment. Other types of adjusting entries and accounting treatment. Book reference, Manual and Accounting Principles, Writer, Wiegand, Kimmel and Kiso, Collect latest edition. Chapter 8. IAS 10, Events after the reporting period. Concept of events after the reporting period. Types of events after the reporting period. Accounting treatment of adjusting and non-adjusting events. IAS 37, Provision, Contingent assets and contingent liabilities. Difference between provision and liability. Recognition and measurement criteria. Legal and constructive obligation. Contingent asset and liability. Chapter 9. IAS 2, Inventories. Measurement of inventory. Calculation of unit cost, actual unit cost, FIFO, and weighted average. Chapter 10. IAS 16, Property, Plant, and Equipment. PP. Recognition of property, plant, and equipment. Measurement of property, plant, and equipment. Inclusion of cost. Exclusion of cost. Treatment of subsequent expenditure. Review of useful life and residual value. Accounting treatment of revaluation. Excess depreciation. Chapter 11. Redeemable preference shares and irredeemable preference shares. Cumulative preference shares and non-cumulative preference shares. Right issues and bonus issues. Format of profit and loss account and financial position. IAS 1, Preparation and presentation of financial statements. General features. Items of OC. Components of financial statements. IAS 8, Accounting policies, changes in accounting estimates and errors. Accounting policy. When changes in accounting policy is required. Accounting treatment in case of changes in accounting policy. Accounting estimates. Accounting treatment in case of changes in accounting estimate. Prior period adjustment. Accounting treatment in case of prior period adjustment. Other IASs. IAS 20, Accounting for government grants and disclosure of government assistance. Types of government grants. Accounting treatment of revenue and capital grant. Accounting treatment of revenue and capital grant at the time of withdrawal. IAS 23, Borrowing costs. Borrowing cost. Qualifying asset. When borrowing cost is capitalized. Cessation of borrowing cost. IAS 36, Impairments of assets. Internal and external source of information for impairments. Mandatory impairment review. Cash generating unit. Impairment in case of cash generating unit. IAS 38, Intangible assets. Types of intangible assets. Recognition criteria of intangible assets. R&D expenditure and accounting treatment of R&D expenditure. IAS 40 Investment properties. Measurement, cost model and fair value model, and its accounting treatment. Transfer from investment property to PPE or inventory. Transfer from PPE or inventory to investment property. IFRS 5, Non-current assets held for sale and discontinued operation. Criteria to recognize asset held for sale. Measurement of assets held for sale. Presentation of discontinued business. IFRS 15 Revenue from contracts with customers. 5 steps to recognize revenue. Book references, from Chapter 8 to Chapter 11 and Chapter 13 along with other IASs and IFRSs from Manual and ACCAF 7. Chapter 12, from Manual.